Hey guys, Thunder here, and I'm back at the ISCC Racing Network to bring you live flag coverage of ISCC racing action. Well, first we had 32, then we had 26, then 20, and now we're down to only 14. These remaining 14 drivers are going head-to-head here in the semi-final round of ISCC World Finals 2. Who is going to be able to get away with the final 8 spots? There will be 8 drivers left to battle in the final round, and there will be a championship on the line there. So, who will it be? Well, we'll be finding out after this race. We are here at the Talladega Superspeedway under the lights as per usual. Talladega, of course, being the big track that it is, the big monster. Well, it's the big wild card here. We don't know what's going to happen in this event. There is just strategy involved with super speedways, but for the most part, it's just a big wild card, and anything can happen here. And we've seen anything before. At the moment, Cosmic Nova leads the standings over Maxwell Chan and Dylan Young, with DJ Curtis in 4th. Don't forget, even if you do make the final 8, you might still not have a shot at the championship. From what I can remember, with the amount of cars that are going to be in the grid, for the final round, the most points you can gain or lose is 50. If you're behind by more than 50 points, you can't win. If you made it to the final round, but you're behind by more than 50 points, you can't win the championship. So, we'll have to see what the stage looks like for the finals as we're going to get down to the track for your starting lineup. Matt Duncan doing his hopes a lot of good by qualifying on the pole here, getting himself 5 bonus points. I think a lot of people were not expecting PJ Williams to be in here. Same for Sean Angel. I think those are the 2 surprises in this round right now. The 2 surprises that in the semifinals here. But can they make it to the finals? Well, guess we're gonna find out. Let's get those engines fired up and let's go racing. Matt Duncan and PJ Williams gonna be leading us down to the green flag. The pace car is in. 19 laps. This will be over pretty quick. This will be pretty quick, but it's gonna be fast-paced, 4 wide action here. The Talladega Superspeedway. After this, only 8 cars will be left to contend for the championship in World Finals 2. Who will they be? Well, 19 laps from now, we're gonna find out. We're green. We're rocking it, Dega. The cars crawl up on the speedometers. They're gonna be gaining ground here. As we see the camera, we're going to watch them go flying by there. Matt Duncan slowly starting to inch ahead of Williams. And again, another shot of the cars flying by here. We'll watch them fly by down the back straight here. Some great cameras on this track. And Duncan leading the way here on the start. Williams and Sanford getting a little close together. Sanford knows his way around a super speedway, so he'll be one to keep an eye on in this race. So we head down the front straight here. Look at them fanning out 3 wide. Coming for the tri-oval, and it's going to be Matt Duncan leading the first lap. Sanford goes into 2nd place. Williams in 3rd. There's Luvier and Chan, 2 of the Wrecking Ball's teammates, pushing each other. And there's Sean Angel. Again, after the wreck he had, I think a lot of people were surprised that Angel made it to the semifinals at all. But he barely snuck in the 14th position. I have the only reason he got in was... the main reason he got in was because of either the Luvier incident or the Silver Fox incident. One of those 2 probably saved Angel. But PJ Williams just kind of snuck in really quietly. I don't think anyone would expect him to get this far. But he's just out trying to prove that he's still a decent driver. He can still race with the big boys, and, well, I'd say he's done a pretty good job. I mean, semifinals is a pretty good effort. I don't think he's going to make it to the finals. You would need to do insanely well in this race in order to make it to the finals, but you know, like he did last year. Williams almost won the championship in World Finals 1, but he struggled in the final round and he came up short. He's probably not going to get that far this time, but I think he's just trying to improve his reputation a little bit, and I think he's done a good job of that. Williams has done a great job in this event. As we're going to see 4 wide for a second spot. Angel, Sanford, Lewis, Pericles, all 4 wide there. And now Seth Cole back there too. He's also pretty good on these super speedways, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Although something interesting I've noticed with these cars is that they don't have the same kind of grip at this track in particular. They're not really designed for super speedway driving because yeah, they don't have the same kind of like downforce, and the cars do end up like having to check up sometimes. You're going too fast in these corners. And Will Lewis and DJ Curtis are pushing by with a huge head of steam here. And they're going to go to the outside of Matt Duncan. I don't think that's going to work. There goes Curtis. Oh, we'll have to see. Will Lewis, again, on a mission. This is the furthest he's made it in this event because, remember, last year he fell out in the quarterfinals. He's here in the semis now, but if he wants to make it to the finals, he's got a lot of work to do. He's going to need to perform very well here today. Oh, very tight there between Williams and Cole. But they keep it together. Seth Cole, the defending World Finals champion. After his lackluster IS campaign, I have a feeling a lot of people were wondering if he could really make it that far, as DJ Curtis is back, giving the 12 a push. And Duncan's got no drafting help. They might pull this off, actually. And yes, they will. With a big head of steam, Will Lewis takes the lead of the race on the outside. Great stuff there from the 12 and the 19. And Will Lewis is trying to get into the final round. I don't think he's really going to be a factor in this championship, but he's trying as hard as he can. Curtis is a factor, though, and he needs to get a good run here to keep his title hopes going. But he's also got to be wary of that 27, Kazakh Nova. This isn't one of his better track types. This isn't one of his best tracks, but Nova's been able to do a lot at tracks he underperforms at before. Like, it's not the first time. It wouldn't be the first time if he did well here. And actually in Elites this year, he actually performed well at Talladega. With the points that are coming in that race, and everyone expect him to struggle because of that, because of the infamous Talladega curse, where the points leader never comes out in one piece. But Kazakh Nova, well, he broke the curse. He came out in one piece and had a pretty solid night. I don't think I remember him doing amazing, but he came out one piece and had a fairly solid night. So yeah, Nova broke the curse, and he's broken that drought he had at Decatur now, finally scoring his first win last time out. Kazakh Nova really seems to be breaking a lot of those barriers here. We're about halfway into this race here. We're going to be halfway this time. Sean Angel and DJ Curtis going to force it 3 wide for the lead. Angel doesn't have any drafting help. Curtis and Will Lewis both do, from Sanford and Chan respectively. I think Angel is going to be left to dry here though when they get down the front straight. There's Matt Duncan. He's entering the fray, and Lewis with a big head of steam. I think he might be a little too far back, though. I think Curtis might have the lead here. Maybe. Lewis is doing a good job keeping up on the outside. He's staying strong. But this pack is starting to get very dense, and I'm honestly getting a little concerned, because it seems like this pack is starting to get more and starting to get denser and denser, and it could only be a matter of time before somebody cracks and we see a wreck. They're doing a good job right now. Matt Duncan had to check up. Downforce wasn't there. As Lewis now holding the lead over DJ Curtis. He got the lead back there. And Nick Pericles, look at this. He's moving his way up. He's fighting Sanford for Rookie of the Year. And I'd say Pericles is my pick. Pericles has been a lot more consistent than Sanford. But we'll have to see. Because after all, they need to make the final round. Granted, if neither of them don't, then if none of the rookies here actually make it to the final round, then Rookie of the Year will just be decided then and there. But first, I'd love to see Rookie of the Year come down to the final race. But I think we'll decide right now. As far as I'm aware, I believe Nick Pericles would win it. The pack seems to be settling down just a little bit. And we're already in the closing stages of this race, so we're getting there, just thereabout. Peter Williams just seems to be in the back here. He's just kind of like hanging low, I guess. He just doesn't want to cause any problems because he knows the reputation he has after his disastrous Elite campaign this year. He's here. I think he just wants to bring it home in one piece and not cause any trouble. Like, he knows his chances of making it to the finals are next to none. So I think he's just trying to keep it quiet and just bring it home and not cause any problems. I think Williams has made a point that he can race the big boys. He's done a pretty good job here tonight. He's done a good job in the World Finals too, I think. Definitely doing a good job to improve his reputation. But meanwhile, back up front, Will Lewis still leads, but he's under pressure from Nick Pericles. Pericles pushing him right now. I think he wants to isolate himself in Lewis so that he can make a move without any interference from the pack behind him. But he can only do that for so long before they start catching up with the draft. He's going to make it soon, and he's going to do it now. He's not getting much of a push. He's going to have to just get him here as we enter the corner. Lewis can't cover him. He just got close enough to make a move here, and now the push from Nova, I think he'll get the lead as there's contact! Big wreck in the back! Is that a caution? Yes! Caution is out! I mean, I assume that would be a caution, but hey, you never know. But that is indeed a caution. Matt Duncan, Chris Louviere, Seth Cole, 3 big names taken out there, and I think that sealed their fates. They all need to perform well here to stay in the hunt. And Matt Duncan, 2 bad runs in a row. I think he's out for sure. Louviere needed a good run. So did Cole. These 3, I think, are all out, and Cole's definitely a big deal here because that's your defending champion of the World Finals. So if Seth Cole eliminated, I think we're going to see somebody new as the champion of the World Finals. But as the drivers settle down here for one quick restart, we're going to take a look at what happened. Well, here's a look at what happened. You can see Matt Duncan's just a little out of shape here, and he's going to get into the 98 of Chris Louviere. They're going to go down into Jordan Davis and James Shelley. They bounce up into Seth Cole, who had nothing to do with that. Poor guy was just caught in the crossfire, and this car heavily damaged because that Duncan's car totaled. Louviere is terminally damaged. That thing's pouring out smoke, and as you can see here, Cole's going to pull down as well, and that car is not running very quickly at all, so I think Cole may also have suffered terminal damage there. That is a tough break for these guys. Louviere had gotten in for the fan vote, and he made it very far in this event. It was a very impressive showing for Louviere, and I hope he can make it again next year because, again, Louviere definitely impressed me here, and I Would love to see him back for World Finals 3. But Seth Cole, defending World Finals champion, is going to be out. He is going to be eliminated in the semifinals. And we're going to be seeing a new champion in the World Finals. We're going to have a green-white checker here, restarting with only 2 laps to go. Will Lewis can be leading the way here as a pace car comes down pit road. I said Will Lewis is a man on a mission. He's trying to get into this final. He's trying to get into this final round here, and he's doing everything in his power to pull it off. This would be quite a moment for him if he could win at Talladega of all places. He's got a shot. He's had one of the strongest cars of the night. Can he make it happen? We're going to see here as we restart with only 2 laps to go. Of course, we are down to just 11 drivers in this race. And Lewis with a good restart. Nick Pericles with a better one. He gets past Nova. DJ Curtis trying to catch that 27. He wants to make a move. Curtis needs to get past Nova if he wants to actually gain any points on him. As they head down the back straight here into turns 3 and 4. Pericles getting the draft going on Will Lewis. He's going to get a slingshot here. He might try to make a move coming to the white flag. He does! But Nova goes up high. He's going to push the 12. He's drafting with Lewis. An interesting call there. White flag out in the air. That might have been detrimental to Pericles' race here, or his chances to win, rather. Because Nova is indeed choosing to push the 12. We're going to watch us back to Curtis with a draft there. And Lewis pushes by. Nova goes by. Curtis can't quite make it stick there. But Curtis is going to push Nova up the track. And this is going to be very interesting for second. But Lewis, he's got this. He's not got to worry here as we head down the home straight here. Lewis is going to win this race, but it'll be 4 wide for second. Curtis gets away. Will Lewis wins at Talladega. The Brit, Will Lewis, he was on a mission, was eliminated at quarterfinals in World Finals 1. He did not want to be denied 2 years in a row, and he has not. Will Lewis with the shock win here in Talladega. Yeah, from what we're hearing, he's punched his ticket into the finals, and that is going to be, and he's going to be absolutely ecstatic over that. He's got a shot to win this championship. DJ Curtis finishes second. Nick Pericles, another fantastic day in third. Kozak Nova in fourth, still going to be the point leader. Fifth is going to be Sean Angel. A great run, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep him in, get him into the finals. Maxwell Chan is sixth. Dylan Young seventh. Charles Sanford eighth. PJ Williams ninth. Jordan Davis right at the top 10 there. And then James Shelley was the last car running in 11th. So the semifinal round has been completed. We'll be seeing here very shortly who are the final 8 who will be in the finals in this year's event. And don't forget, even if you do make the finals, you might not necessarily have a shot at the championship. You gotta, the most points you can gain with a field of 8 cars on the Slim Jim Series point system that we're using, the most points you can gain or lose is 50. So if you're behind by more than 50 points, you're ineligible for the championship. And then of course, if you're in the bottom 6 in this race, you won't even be there. So, who are the final 8 that'll be racing in Atlanta for the final round? Well, why don't I show you? So, I'm gonna be time for the results and standings. That'll be it for today. And yeah, here comes results and standings. You can watch a production of the ISCC Racing Network. I've been Thunder. I'll be signing off, and I'll see you next time.